What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, I am Cincy Nerd. This is the Cincy Awards, I think the 8th or 9th annual Cincy Awards. I'm a toy collector, and these are the best action figures and toys of 2023. I think under 100 bucks. I'm gonna probably do a second video with higher end stuff like Hot Toys, more expensive stuff, over $100, but this one, strictly under a hundo. This started off as kind of a difficult process to weed out which ones were my favorites, because there was a lot of great stuff, a lot of great stuff that came out this year. Once I picked out like my top 16, 17, it's actually pretty easy to determine which ones were my top 10 favorites. So I do have about 6 or 7 runners up. You will see those first. But damn, this was such a good friggin' year for action figures. 2023, hell frickin' yes. And hopefully we get more of that in 2024. Hopefully it's another great year. Me and Grover are gonna start this shit off with a bang. Let's go. Best of 2023. Let's put a bow on it. Cincy Awards. Let's do it.
Man, this is ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
We're gonna start this off with a thumbnail. Yes, these are my runners up, my friends. I'm not gonna show you my top 10 in the damn thumbnail. These are my runners up. Some of these were very, very close to the top 10, but they didn't quite make it. We're gonna start with this one right here. This is a DC Multiverse by McFarlane. I'm not counting the Aquaman figure, but I put him on there just to kind of complete the look. This is Storm. What is Storm? If you didn't see Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, Storm is Aquaman's motherfucking seahorse. This figure is insane. This figure is heavy. It is heavy as hell. It's a solid chunk of plastic. He's got articulated fins. His head moves around a little bit, but largely it's kind of a statue. It's a little statuesque. It does have this base here, plugs into the bottom. It's got a little ball peg, and it's, what part of the seahorse is that? The stomach part of the seahorse? But it's gorgeous. The paint job looks beautiful. The sculpt is absolutely beautiful. Have I said beautiful twice? Great looking figure. I think it was about 30 bucks. 40 maybe? I don't know. I think it was 30. But it's awesome. Anyway, runner up. Jada Toys. Everyone was very, very high on Jada Toys. Some people had like the Fei Long in their top 10. I love the Ryu. I love Ryu and Ken are two of my favorite characters. Sagat is another one of my favorite characters from Street Fighter. So I really, really like this Ryu. It looks great. Outstanding figure by Jada Toys. I was a little skeptical when I heard Jada Toys was going to be making action figures. I'm like, are they going to be freaking die cast? Because that's what Jada Toys is known for, is die cast cars and whatnot. But man, this thing is badass. So kudos to Jada Toys. Can't wait to see the Ken. Hopefully they make a Sagat. And I want to get more Street Fighter figures. But hell freaking yes. Great figure right there. Televiper. Trouble Bubble. The reason why this was kind of it didn't make my top 10 is because I think I was giving it a lot more credit for how much I liked it, mostly because of the Trouble Bubble itself. I love the fact that they're making vehicles for classified, and the fact that, you know, they can make a ton of smaller vehicles for classified, and they will look amazing. The Televiper is awesome. They did something kind of cool with the Televiper. I always thought of the Televiper as kind of an individual figure, like an actual individual person, but they made him an army builder. They gave him an extra head, and they're kind of saying like, you know, this is like a army of these dudes. But I always thought of him as just like a unique individual character. But anyway, I really love the Trouble Bubble. It made my runners up, so excellent figure. This one took everyone by surprise, I think. Green Goblin, No Way Home, Willem Dafoe. Holy crap, this thing's awesome. The glider, fantastic. Look at that glider. Paint job, on point. Sculpt, great. The little hood, the head sculpt, everything on this figure was really, really good. I think the articulation could be slightly better, I think, in the legs. I just think he needs a little bit more in the legs. I kind of struggled to get him in a pose that looked good on the glider, but otherwise, top-notch figure. Absolutely top-notch. By far the best MCU Marvel Legends figure that they made this year, so excellent figure right there. Couple more Marvel Legends in this runners-up list, including Spiral. I was a huge fan of Spiral back in the mid-'80s when she debuted in the Long Shot miniseries drawn by Arthur Adams. Huge fan of Long Shot, big fan of Mojo and Spiral. This was such an awesome figure. I loved how they did the arms, and she has great articulation in all of the arms. This one was very, very close to making my top 10. This is gonna sound slightly petty, but I think that if they would have given us 2 more of these swords here, instead of this gold sword and then this, whatever the frick that is, axe, if they would have just given us 6 of the same swords, I don't know, I think this might have crept into my top 10 territory. I know it sounds petty. I know I could probably just get more swords from a different figure, but I don't know. The whole gold weapon thing kind of throws me off, and if you don't have weapons in those hands, it definitely throws me off. So, I don't know. If she just had 2 more of those swords, she'd be a lot better in my opinion, but still a great figure. The Hulk, Gray Hulk. It was part of a 2-pack, came with a Banner figure as well. This Hulk is freaking amazing, absolutely amazing. It's a huge chunk of plastic. It's big, it's well articulated. You can get him in a lot of poses. I love the head sculpt. Look at that head sculpt. They did just an outstanding job with this figure. I really, really love it a lot. Didn't quite eke into my top 10, but again, just an outstanding Marvel Legends figure, and probably one of the best big figures that I got in the list this year. And then Red Sonja, loose collector. This thing is awesome. A little pricey, if you ask me. I think I paid 80-ish for her. Looks great. Great sculpt, great paint. Face looks great. Weapons look great. Everything looks great. She's a little hampered on articulation because of the hair. If you see her hair is really long and it kind of goes a little wild there. So that arm is kind of restricted from moving around a little bit. So I don't know if it necessarily got like negative points for that, but I don't know. I really like the figure. I'm really looking forward to the other Red Sonja, the figure that's coming out in 2024 as well by a different company. Forgot the name of the company. It looks awesome. I pre-ordered it. So I guess I'll have a little Red Sonja collection and I'll put her with Conan. But there you go, guys. Runners up to my 2023 Cincy Awards. I think that's a pretty damn solid lineup there of runners up. But let's clear these out, make some space, and we'll start with number 10 in my list. 2023 Cincy Awards. All right, number 10. My favorite McFarlane figure of the year. This is DC Multiverse Nightfall Batman, or as I call it, and a lot of people call it, classic looking Batman, because hot damn. McFarlane is known for making a lot of Batman figures. They've made a ton of Batman figures. And this, I gotta say, with zero doubt whatsoever, is the best Batman he's ever made for the DC Multiverse line. This thing is amazing. This is classic Batman. Great looking head sculpt. Head sculpt is very, very proportionate to the body. Some of the previous figures, some of the early figures, the head and the body, they didn't look right, but this thing looks perfect, absolutely perfect. This has me doubting whether or not I need to actually buy that Mafex Batman. Yeah, I know it's Mafex versus McFarlane, but still, this just looks so great on the shelf. Looks awesome. That's number 10. Best McFarlane figure of the damn year. Nightfall Batman. Number 9. Yes, I do still collect wrestling figures. I am more picky with my wrestling figures, but I really, really like the WWE Ultimate line, and this one, mostly because of the soft goods. This robe looks amazing. This one is number 9. It's my favorite WWE figure that came out this year, as a matter of fact. It is not my favorite wrestling figure though, so stay tuned for that. There's a little spoiler. But this figure just looks amazing. Look at the robe, the entrance robe, and the amount of detail they went into with this thing, and the fur, just fantastic. Seth freaking Rollins, I mean, the figure itself is great. Great head sculpt. Looks just like him. But this soft goods, the robe, that is the main selling point for this figure. Just an awesome looking figure overall. WWE Ultimate Seth Rollins is my number 9. All right, number 8. Every year, it seems like I get into a line that I was not expecting to get into. I went into this year not expecting to collect any of the Motu figures by Mattel. And then I started seeing some of these new Eternia figures. And if you're not aware of the new Eternia line, it's basically a new look for a classic Motu character based on concept art, which you can display with the new look, or you can display it as the classic look that we all know from the cartoon. This is Trapjaw. This is my favorite new Eternia figure that they made this year. They made some absolute bangers this year. The Beastman's great. The Man-at-Arms is great. The Skeletor's great. But this one was my favorite. This thing just looks amazing. Trapjaw, hell frickin' yes. In all of its Trapjaw glory. They got the colors right. They got the paint right. The articulation is awesome on these figures. And for a while there, you could actually find a lot of these figures on clearance at Target. I'm usually not a wait for clearance guy, but when they're throwing out figures like Ram Man for 10 bucks and Beast Man for, I think I got it for 15, hell freaking yes. I will add to my collection, and I will basically start a new collection of these new Eternia figures. So this has become my Motu line of choice to collect. And this was my favorite new Eternia figure of the year. So definitely recommend these if you're a Motu fan. I really, really love these figures. But there's number 8, Trapjaw. All right, number 7. In my personal opinion, the best Marvel Legends figure of the year. Really, really love this Wolverine that they made. I personally think, and I know a lot of people agree with me because he made a lot of people's lists. I think this is the best Marvel Legends Wolverine ever made. That head sculpt, absolutely perfect. They got the hair right, they got the face right. They got the tiger stripe suit, looks great. I'm glad he doesn't have like the cell shading or anything like that. I believe this is from the X-Men 97 line, but damn, they got the claws right. A lot of times you get these Wolverine figures and the claws look freaking weird. This is perfect. Perfect. I don't need any more Wolverines in my collection. This is it. This is the one. This is him right here. This Wolverine, best Marvel Legends figure of the year, best Wolverine figure ever made. Hell yes. Let's go. This is going to be the year of Wolverine with the Deadpool movie coming out, the year of Wolverine, and I think we'll look back and appreciate this figure even more when that movie comes out. But hell yes, let's go. Number 7 is Wolverine. All right, rounding out my bottom half of my top 10 of 2023 is a figure from my favorite line to collect right now. G.I. Joe Classified is my favorite toy line to collect right now. I was a huge G.I. Joe fan growing up. I collected them as a kid. I've always wanted 6-inch versions of my favorite G.I. Joe characters, and now we have them. We are living in the era. But I especially appreciate it when they can give us something that improves upon the original figure and original concept. So this is Scrap Iron. Again, my favorite G.I. Joe Classified figure of the year, and there was a ton of great figures by G.I. Joe Classified this year. This is my favorite one. Why is it my favorite one? A, it just looks amazing. Great accessories, especially this missile pod. So this, back in the old days, if you weren't aware, used to be just a regular missile pod with like a little tripod. What did they do to improve it? They gave it freaking tank treads. This is a mobile missile pod now. They improved the original design to a much, much more badass design of this thing. So hell, A plus for the accessory here of this missile pod with the tank treads. Absolutely solid. Tons of effects that it comes with too, which I didn't even put out. But the other thing that's really great about this figure is the original figure of Scrap Iron always had this helmet on with these big goggles. You never knew what he looked like under the damn helmet. Well, Hasbro improved upon the original concept of the figure and made the helmet removable. And now we know what he looks like, and he's a freaking burn victim. Obviously, he's in explosives, but it looks like one of his explosives might have went awry because half of his freaking face looks like bacon, and he's missing a damn ear. Holy crap, dude. They made him look badass. He is freaking tore up from the floor up. But I swear, this is so damn cool. This is a improvement on the original idea, original concept, and original look of the original figure. And that is why it's my favorite G.I. Joe classified figure of the damn year. And number 6 in my top 10, Scrap Iron. All right, we're in the top 5, and this is number 5. If you do not watch my channel on the regular, you do not know that I actually got back into Mythic Legion collecting this year. And this was part of a 2-pack that came out. This guy has the most badass name in the whole damn top 10. Attila Leaser. Attila Leaser. Talk about sculpt. Oh my lord. Look at the craftsmanship in this sculpt. From his shoulder pauldron with the lion on it to the frickin' giant hammer with the lion heads on it. Look at this thing. Look at this weapon. Imagine getting your head smashed to bits with this thing. Holy crap. And the shield with the lion on it. Good lord. The head sculpt with the lion on it. There's a lot of lions here, as you can see. There's a lion theme. Another shoulder pauldron with the lion on it. Man, this figure, the mixed media, the soft goods. He's got the little red skirt there. He's got the soft goods cape. This thing is amazing. Absolutely amazing. This gets an A++ for sculpt and paint. Absolutely gorgeous. My favorite Mythic Legions 4 Horsemen figure that was released this year. Again, part of a 2-pack. Attila Leaser, best name ever. If I ever had a son, I would name him Attila Leaser. Look in my eyes, what do you see? It's number 4 on my Cincy Awards of 2023. That rhymed and I did not plan that. I literally just ad-libbed that. Hell frickin' yes, CM Punk, Supreme figure. AEW Supreme figure. He's not even with AEW anymore. He's with WWE. But damn it, this is the best CM Punk figure ever made. Ever made. It blows all of those WWE Elite figures that they made for him back in the day way the frick out of the water. This thing, the articulation's fantastic. He comes with a cut-off sleeveless shirt. He comes with a hoodie. He comes with different legs. He comes with, what the hell else does he come with? A bunch of heads, a bunch of hands, a microphone. What am I forgetting? Good Lord. He has the articulation to finally do the go to sleep. This is what he does right before he puts someone to sleep with the GTS. Holy crap, that's awesome. CM Punk, AEW, Supreme Collection, best wrestling figure of the damn year. You heard it here. Awesome figure. Absolutely awesome figure. It's going to be tough for WWE to beat this. Even, they're going to do an Ultimate Collection, but can it beat this figure? That's the real question. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But this one was number 4 in my favorite figures of the year, CM Punk. Number 3. At the beginning of the year, I did not know what Furay Toys was. I had no idea what Veteran William was. But at the end of the damn year, oh, I'm very well aware of this company and the absolute excellence that they put into their action figures. This is Veteran William. This is a werewolf. He is huge. He has different looks. You have options. You have posing options. You can pose him as a soldier with guns. You could pose him totally bare-ass naked as just a freaking furry-ass werewolf. Or you can pose him like this. This is my favorite look. just transformed, still has his pants on, but he's got wolf hooves, he's got a damn tail, he's freaking jacked to the nines, and holy cow, look at that head sculpt. Look at that gorgeous head sculpt. Furet Toys, or Furet Planet. I still don't even know the right name of the company. Damn, they're on my radar. Absolutely gorgeous figure. Veteran William, my number 3 favorite figure of the year. This is an awesome figure. Get him if you still can. Number 2. For most of the year, this was actually my favorite figure of the year. I think I said it here and there in videos, but I didn't want to like just overplay that and hype this guy up more. But he is just an absolute work of art. If you're younger, you probably didn't watch Alf. You don't even probably know what Alf is, but it was a television show in the 90s that I absolutely loved. And this is the Alf figure, the Ultimate Alf by NECA. And where else can you get, as an accessory, a cat sandwich? Yes, Alf liked to eat cats, as a lot of us do. He also liked to drink, is that a beer or a soda? I think it's a soda. It looks like a Pepsi knockoff. Sunglasses. I mean, this sculpt is perfect. Soft goods, comes with an awesome shirt. I would love to buy that shirt and wear that shirt. What more can I say about this figure? It's Alf. It's an Ultimate Alf figure, sits front and center on one of my NECA shelves, and he is still one of my absolute favorite NECA toys in my entire damn collection. But it's Alf. Ultimate Alf by NECA, number 2 of the year, and that leads us to number 1. What is number 1? Let's find out. NECA took the top 2 spots this year. Those old dogs, NECA, took the number 1 and number 2 spot this year. Alf and my number 1, Warduke. Dungeons & Dragons, Warduke. At the end of last year, I was talking about on one of my videos which figures I was looking forward to the most this year. And I think this was the figure I was actually looking forward to the most this year. And it finally came out, and man, it did not let me down at all. This is based on the original toy. It was one of my favorite toys as a kid. I have the original toy in my vintage toy collection, but damn, they just absolutely killed it. 10 out of 10, if you ask me, on this NECA Warduke. He is perfection. Absolute perfection. They even, like I said before, with like the scrap iron, they improved on the original figure and made me like the character even more. He's got a freaking flaming sword now. He didn't have a flaming sword when I was a kid and I had the vintage figure, but they just made him even more badass. If that's even possible. But, I mean, that's just 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. It's an 11 out of 10. Crank that bitch to 11 because he's worth it. Warduke is my number 1 favorite figure of 2023. Hell frickin' yes. Shout out to NECA for taking the top 2 spots. Great job, Randy. Great frickin' job. There you go, guys. That was the Cincy Awards 2023. Sorry I didn't get it in a suit or anything. I didn't do a cool entrance, like an elevator or anything. All I had was freaking Grogu here. He got a kick out of my selections. He agreed with me for the most part. And Grogu, what did you think? He's fucking speechless. He's speechless! Anyway, guys. I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna do a series of collection videos here soon. But we're not done with my best of 2023. Again, like I said, I'm gonna pick my favorite Hot Toys. There's gonna be some stuff from maybe 3.0 in there. There might be a Transformers Masterpiece figure in there. All the expensive crap. There might even be some little something that you were not expecting to see in there. You'll have to find out. You'll have to watch that video. But what was your favorite figure of the year? What was your favorite toy line of the year? What was your favorite figure of the year? Did I miss anything in my top 10 or my top 17 with my honorable mentions? Is there any figure I need to go out there and get? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys around the corner. Have fun collecting. And here is to a ass 2024, my friends. I hope you all have the best year ever. The best ever. Adios for now.